I am back at the van build. It's been some time. We did a bit of a live stream the other day. We were doing some painting of some interior wood because having it treated keeps it from getting moldy. And then it rained for like 3 days, so I have a lot of the lumber painted and unpainted in the back of the van now. Anyways, it did get cold, so I had ordered a little diesel heater, and I installed that yesterday and this morning, and let me show that to you. Here it is. We have not put things back yet. That is the passenger seat that is off its base, and there's the diesel heater. It's a bit of a mess, as you can see, with all the tools around. But there's the heater, and it's working well. I tested it this morning, and it worked phenomenally. I've used one of these before, and they are great. So here we have the hot air that comes out, and we're going to make a little hole here to vent out directly into the cabin. We have power going down to the pump, which makes the ticking noise not too loud. We have power to the main unit, which then goes up to our fuse block over there, and then beneath, I'm not going to show you right now because the floor is wet and cold, but beneath the unit we have fuel pump, fuel line. We still haven't tapped it into the main fuel. I'm waiting till it's lower, but we just have a canister now that we're running it off temporarily. And we have exhaust line coming out, and we have an air intake line coming in. So that was like a half a day project. And another thing that we did, this is the headliner shelf that's beautifully installed now. This is temporary, so I don't bump my head again. Screen, CarPlay screen in. And I just figured this out. I was having some issues with it, but now when I throw the car into, as you can see, it's not yet put in place, but you can see the temperature while I, there we go. When we got our reverse image, which took some time and some troubleshooting, but so we did it. Anyways, that's done. That has to go back place. I also wired up. There was a USB port here. USB-A, technically. That was basically dead, I think. So there's a USB line that comes off this that I pulled. No, that's not a thing. That I pulled out that older USB, and I plugged in the new USB, which means that you can hook things right up to charge and Apple Play directly through that port that's built in, and that's I did that last night. That was done, and now people are joining us. Yay! What I want to do now is I want to kind of finish anything that's going to take wiring, because the more install we do, the less wiring becomes easy to access. So I'm going to show you what today's morning project is going to be. Well, it's not morning anymore, but thank you. I mean, it's looking like a total mess, but we're getting things installed. We got a screen installed. We got the diesel heater installed. So that's good. A bit of a mess, and I will clean it up. But for now, we are installing more things. Okay. I have no idea how this works. I'm gonna have to troubleshoot this and figure it out together with you. But we have these little side cameras, because one of the things that I don't like doing in a large vehicle or even in a regular vehicle is changing lanes, particularly at speed. So I got this idea from another YouTuber to install little side cameras that come on and off when you're indicating right and left automatically. They should pop up on the screen. Fingers crossed. Some fancier cars have that built in automatically, and I'm trying to DIY that feature in because I would like to be able to see my blind spots. Okay, we have a 4-pin wire diagram, RCA wire diagram, and mini 4-pin connector wire diagram. So we're gonna start looking at diagrams and seeing which one we're looking for. I think we're looking for the 4-pin connector. That's my guess. Okay, let's see if we get some better instructions because we have a diagram there. Oh my gosh, get out. That's all the instructions we get? Okay. Installation steps. Locate the reverse. Okay, this is for... They've given me instructions for a backup camera, even though this is not a backup camera. This is a indicator camera or a side camera. But it probably should be the same. Okay. Let us... That's so funny that the instructions are for a backup camera. Let's try it and see what happens. We have here... We have some more switches here. What are these switches? Let's see if it's for this. Because I did get a... Oh, there it is. Okay. Right. This has no instructions either, but I think we're going to need that. Okay. This magnet, that's for something else actually. This is for this. So that is there. This is, we have a manual remote here. We have a 360 panoramic driving auxiliary. Whoa, this is gonna be confusing. Okay, we have 3. Great. Okay, great. We have 3 RCA female plugs. And then, what on earth? Wow, okay, a bit more instructions would be super duper. Ground, power, reverse indicator, 12 volt, left blinker indicator, right blinker indicator, reverse. Okay. What I am gonna do is, because we have like no instructions here, I'm gonna jump on YouTube and see if I can find some kinds of instructions for this. Now, that might not be the most fun idea of a live stream to watch me trying to find a tutorial on YouTube, but we are just doing the build. Not just the highlight rail, this is the rail build where we spend a lot of time trying to figure things out. You missed it though, because I put in the diesel heater and that was pretty good. I mean, I also used YouTube tutorial for that. But here we are. Okay, we got it in, oh, almost fully. We still need to get the fuel line tapped in. But for now, we're gonna switch gears and we're gonna try get those side cameras. So let's see if I can find instructions. Okay, let's see what we find. Okay. We're mainly looking for wiring instructions. But I think we found some videos. We are not the first one to do this. So let's check it out.
Hey guys, Kevin here with eTrail, and today I'm going to be showing you how to install the Furrion Vision S side marker cameras here on our 2022 Jayco Eagle HT fifth wheel trailer. Alright, so right now I have it in view all mode. As you can see, we have our rear camera in place. We have our left and our right. This is our driver's side and our passenger side. If I want, I can click on a specific one. So right now on our driver's side. So I just want to go over the installation just a little bit before, because this is the first time I'm seeing they're actually prepping the side markers now as well. So all you have to do is remove this blank and pop in your camera itself. You don't have to do the full install. If you're watching this and you don't have that, you are going to have to do a little bit of wiring. So we'll take a quick look at our wiring right here. I'll go over exactly what you need to do. So on the LED versions, you're going to have a 4-wire.
Yeah, that's the same wire we have. Hell yeah. Great.
Harness right here, you're going to have your trigger signal. That is going to go to your left and right turn signals. The ground. You'll have your V plus camera, which is your hot wire to your running light circuit, and then also your traffic lamp, which is also V plus. So that is going to be tied in together with your V plus camera to that hot wire for your running light circuit. So you can easily just splice those two together, put them up to the positive for your marker light, and then the ground to your neutral on that. And then if you don't have a left and right turn signal wire running there, then you can just cap that off. It's not totally needed. It's just not going to flash whenever you're doing your left or your right turn signals. It's only going to function as a running light instead. So I popped off my cover. This is my driver's side here. The camera's going to be facing out towards the back. And I'm just going to go ahead and pop out these two screws right here. It's going to release our camera from the light. These screws are real, just in case. And then we can go ahead, we can slip that in. And just kind of seal it up. Go vehicle, when you turn running lights on, you'll see this little light at the bottom turn on blue. Trace around this with some gasket maker. So our camera's going to be running off of our running light, so when we hook into our tow vehicle, when we turn our running lights on, you'll see this little light at the bottom turn on blue. And then if you're having any issues pairing, it should typically just immediately pair. But if you are having issues, what you'll do is you'll just hold this over right here, and you will have to kind of press into it. Furrion has noted that. That is a pretty common thing, so don't feel like you're doing it too rough when you're doing it. Pair with your cameras. If you're having any issues with them on the side, you'll see a little button. Go ahead and press that. That'll bring your menu. Go to pairing, and then you can click on any of these and pair with it. As you can see right now, it has an X right there with the door cam. That's basically just an extra camera. If you want to throw another one of the rear ones over your door, like most people do, you can easily set that up, and then your other ones are paired when it has that little.
Okay, that's not the video we need, but.
Today we're going to be showing you the ultimate off-road camera setup for your Toyota Tacoma. We'll be installing a front, left, and right blind spot cameras, along with a full-screen rear-view mirror monitor with DVR and backup camera. After the install, we'll go over the entire system along with the previously installed Stinger 10-inch high-ten infotainment system so that you can see how it all works.
High energy.
The system we'll be installing will be going on Project Way, the truck that we'll be giving away at the end of the year, plus $15,000 cash. If you guys want to get yourselves entered to win this truck, make sure to check out the link in the description below. We're here with Mike today. He's the man that's going to be installing this system on our truck today. How's it going, Mike? How are you? Good. Thanks for having me, too. Good. Thanks for being here, Mike. Why on earth are we installing this on the Giveaway truck? Well, first off, I heard you mention that this is it's not only off-road. What we're going to do today is let me ask you this. I'm really interested to the front. So if you're especially
I'm going to try to skip ahead to the wiring section.
This project is going to go after review this. Just like driving. If you guys want to skip the install part of this video, make sure to use the chapter markers below. Let's get started. The tools you're going to need for this install are the following: some connectors, a fish rod for wires. For this video, we just used a big zip tie, about 10 feet of 16-gauge primary. Next, we're going to remove the 10mm bolt that was hiding. So we're going to remove the door panel. We're going to start off, and there's a screw back here. We're going to get out the remaining clip. Last clip through. We're going to remove those cables. So here, 10mm bodies will have actual stickers. Careful process. We're going to 764. While we get the screw set. So an easy way to make sure we get the camera in the right spot is follow the windbreaker angles and kind of line it up. The front edge and the angle hasn't changed. We'll find the other hole and the other piece of plastic. You'll come through the red cable through. It's a little easier. We're going to show you a way to do this kind of simple. Take this piece off the door. And we're going to now we want the radio to
turn them on when the blinkers are turned on, and that's what's going to trigger the radio. So we grab the wires here, and
Oh, here it is.
you can also zip tie everything up nice and neat, just to better wire management. That's it's depending on your preference and stuff. All right, in this step, we're going to talk about grab turn signal triggers, because as you know, we added blind spot cameras.
Okay, this might be important.
To the left and right side of the vehicle. So we want the radio to turn them on when the blinkers are turned on, and that's what's going to trigger the radio. So we grab the wires here, and we gave you a.
Okay, this is the diagram for the Toyota Tacoma, which is probably not the same as what I have, but it's a good start.
Still shots of exactly how to find those wires and where they are in the panel set here. All right, so in this segment, we're going to remove the high-time radio that was previously installed. The radio to turn them on when the blinkers are turned on, and that's what's going to trigger the radio. So we grab the wires here, and we gave you a still shots of exactly how to find those wires and where they are in the panel set here. All right, so in this segment, we're going to remove the high-time radio that was previously installed. And we're going to start routing our cables back up to the radio, so I'm going to get this guy out of the way, and we'll get all our cabling up here, and we'll explain the next step.
Whoa.
We are working on a shorter cable set in this. All right, so in this step, you have some connectors that are in your camera box. We're going to go grab those, and we're going to prep those. So we're going to start connecting our cameras to each one of these wires. So this is our left door camera, and we're going to connect that to this harness, and then we're going to grab that one, and we're going to connect that to camera number 2, which would be our left camera. We're going to connect that left door camera to camera number 2. Camera number 3 will be our right door, and camera 4 will be our front camera. So we'll grab our last wire here, connect to our camera wiring, and then have this, and then plug all these in. Now, just for best practice, again, I like to tape everything shut, just so I know it doesn't come apart, so we're not chasing down issues later on in our install. If you don't have black tape, that's okay, but again, this is just something to make sure that we're not chasing down a problem after we're out there off-roading and things of that nature. In the main harness of the kit, we've already given you power and ground to connect all your cameras back to, so we made a little pigtail for all of our powers and all of our grounds, and we'll just simply connect those back together. So this is where those cameras will get power from. It's right in our harness already done for you. All right, before we put the camera back in there, before we put everything back in the dash, the front camera can be used as a universal rear or front. In this situation, we're using a front. So there's 2 wires in the harness. You want to find them. They're white. It says mirroring option. You want to skin them back and twist the wires together to make it have the mirror effect. And then just put a connector cap or some tape over that wiring, and you should be good to go. All right, once we've routed all of our cabling for our cameras and our trigger wires up through the dash, the trigger wires specifically are going to go to a spot in the harness labeled triggers camera 2 and camera 3. And this is what's going to activate the cameras when you turn on and off your turn signals. Just remember, the color wire doesn't matter. We just need our cabling for our cameras and our trigger wires up through the dash. The trigger wires specifically are going to go to a spot in the harness labeled triggers camera 2 and camera 3. And this is what's going to activate the cameras when you turn on and off your turn signals. Just remember, the color wire doesn't matter. We just need 16 gauge wire going to the trigger wires that we denoted earlier in the video.
Okay, that made sense for that vehicle and that wiring harness. We are gathering information here. It's getting chilly again in here. I'm just noticing the temperature. It is 17.5 degrees. But we have our diesel heater, which we can kick on.
With another review. This time we're taking a look at Raiden's dual side camera system, CMD 700 HD. Use several of them.
I should really find the instructions for my camera specifically. Although the harnesses all kind of look similar. What is Solcon? I don't know what that is. Hey Nicholas, welcome. Welcome, Aoi TF Studio.
Now you'll notice that each one of these harnesses has a different style of connector, so it's not like I can mix them up. Now that I've connected both of them, let's take a closer look at this guy. And as being able, so you can see this is going to go to the left side camera. This guy's going to go to the right side camera. This guy's going to go to the rear camera. And this one here is where
Front, left. Okay, great.
are using parking assist, and this one has been labeled 12 volts. The instruction describes it as for use with commercial cameras. Moving over to the other side of the box, first off we have this large cable which has been labeled cam, and this is going to go to the display, which in my case is going to be my Raiden Combo 360 mirror dash cam. Then we have this smaller set of wires. Again, each one has been labeled. Notice that this one says left trigger. This is going to activate the left side camera. The next one is going to be the right trigger, and this is going to activate the right side camera. The next one, which is green, has been labeled reverse trigger. This is going to be for those using parking assist. Then there's a yellow wire, this JD plus. This is going to be providing power to the control box. And then we have a wire which has been labeled ground, which is going to go ground. Moving over to the side cameras, these ones are waterproof, and they are going to be mounted in one of 2 ways. One of them is with the included high strength double static, which will be a priority. It's not going to attach this to the vehicle. And the second way to do so is with the included screws. Now they did include this adjustment tool, which is meant to be installed
A lot of wiring instructions here.
And scratch the camera casing right here, and I find it a lot easier just to apply pressure like this with my fingers to get the camera to go into the position that I like. Now let's move over to the vehicle. Now, at first glance, you can imagine it looks the same. I still have my display for the rear camera, and that display is adjustable as far as the position of it. Now, I'm going to test out the reverse trigger, which is the parking function. I'm going to put the car on reverse. And as you can see, the parking.
Okay, this video is not super helpful. Let's try another one.
Today's a different day. I was able to finish, but basically, we're going to run some new watts, or you can do this is just for my sake, putting a little bit of heat shrink on the just to. It's going to be from here. Basically, you just bite onto the wire that you're trying. Take your kick panels off. This is where. But if you notice, there's harnesses over here. So basically, I'm lucky because these come pre-wired, these struts come pre-wired with turn signals. Your truck or vehicle that will come with turn signals or on side mirrors. If that's the case, you're also lucky because what you can do is follow the boot. Right here. It's going to be your rubber boot taking you to the vehicle doors, accessories, so you have turn signal speakers.
Okay, that music was nice in the beginning, but now I cannot hear it. I cannot hear his narration.
Hey guys, in today's episode, we're going to look at price of cameras on the 2013 Zevi Sprinter. Usually, when you order micro cameras, they come with 20mm pulsar, at least the ones that we got. That's you can see that right here. The first step would be disassembling the mirror enclosure, which is really simple. When you have the mirror, just push it down from the bone so it sticks out from the top. You just stick your fingers in there and pull. It just pops right off. The same with this whole light mirror that's on the bottom. It pops off as well. You disconnect the cable from the heating element. So now you have the mirror side. And then you just have 5 star screws right here that you need to remove the tip of the front of the mirror. Once you've done that, you can take away the back and figure out the spot where you want to mount the camera. In our case, it's right here. The drill hole is 20mm. If you have a Dremel tool, you can clean it up a little bit on the edges. Sticky all the mirror off of the body until this end is your finger on the inside. The cable is going to stay right here. It's really thick, and the space to run the wire is really tight. You won't be able to pass those through. So what I did is I sanded them down on both sides to make them fit through that hole, so that way they can drop inside the body of the car. Perfect. So that's in place. Now it's just a matter of connecting the cables, and when you run the connections inside the body, then we have electrical tape to keep them secure, so they don't fall apart since they are going to be dangling inside the bone channel right here. So we have some electrical tape right here. We have the top.
Where's the wiring at, people? Let's see some wiring diagrams.
Hi guys, that's my voltmeter. I'm going to turn on the hazards.
Uh-oh.
So on my Sync 3, I have my
Moving the door panel.
mirror link. So there's my front camera, which I have. Which I programmed. That thing is real.
Hey guys, it's we're going to put cameras on the 2013 Zevi Sprinter.
How's everyone doing there?
You've probably heard of Vin Diesel, but have you heard of Van Diesel heater?
We're up to 4 fans now. Airplane has taken off. Over here.
Hey guys, so we got a little bit of
This is not much of an exciting live stream, is it? Should I end the stream while I figure this out? And then come back with some answers.
Today we're going to be showing you the ultimate off-road camera setup.
Come on. Let's go. Why is it being so slow?
this video. Was sponsored by Skillshare security cameras. So I bought the backup cameras and that video cable with a power source on it. So if it's that simple, why don't I just get a screen that can show 4 different video channels at the same time and have 4 different plugs for them, and then just get a bunch of cheap backup cameras and strategically place them around the van? Well, so that's exactly what I did. Once you get all of your cameras connected.
It's a little different. It's a little different setup. If this video would load, that would be super helpful. Okay, I think I'm gonna shut this stream down because this is not fun watching me waiting for a video to buffer so I can learn how to do this install. If there are any objections, speak now or forever hold your truth. But otherwise, I'm gonna shut down the stream in 30 seconds. Okay, bye.